There we go. Whoops. I was kind of sitting there watching football and was like, oh yeah, supposed to be doing something. But here we are. We made it. What's up, some brains? Ooh-wee. It's hot, man. There's a hot one today, I tell you what. We hit triple digits. Well, this is the lowest triple digit summer we've had in North Texas since, like, I don't know, I think it said 2007, 2008. What's up, Gary? So we've been pretty good this year on the triple digits. It makes me very scared for winter, though. Let me check on. Let's see what we're looking like next week. I think it's pretty good. I think Saturday is going to be like in the 80s. There might be some of the R word, but whatever. If it knocks it down to the 80s, I'll be very happy. But yeah, it was cooking today. Okay, so as far as weather goes next week, we're looking pretty good. It'll be warm, for sure. I mean, 93 on Thursday, 3% chance of rain. 94 on Friday, 3% chance of rain. 93 on Saturday, 2% chance of rain. And Sunday, 92 degrees, 18% chance of rain. Swimming in the lake. Oh my gosh. Like, that was wild, right, Aaron? Like, it was a spectacle. I'm kind of sad the pros didn't play on it because that footage would have been sick. What was crazy is because it wasn't, it was just like super wet. It still wasn't like coming down, was it? It was just all water on the fields because it rained overnight heavy. Or was it still pouring down on us? I can't remember. I just remember it is so muddy walking through it. I was so scared walking through the venue last year with my tripod. Like, oh man, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna put my camera in the mud. Fry everything, zap some people too. But it made for really cool footage. But you had to get out to it. That was the hard part. Was getting out to the field. I was like, once I would set up on the field, like, I was ankle deep in water, setting the tripod up, just trying to get some cool shots. And there's some cool shots for sure. That's the thing about the tough conditions, the rain. Like, it looks super sick, but having a camera in the rain is super scary. Because it takes just a little bit of water in one of them ports or something to zap it all. It's pouring the whole morning. Okay. Thank you, Emmanuel. Appreciate the reminder. I was trying to think back. I was like, man. But, okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I went over and watched Beefy play D2, and Gabe was in a 1v1, and it was just crazy out there. But in the end, it was cool stuff. And then it set up for an insane Atlantic City for the Russians, which was that was a historic weekend for sure. But yeah, so we've had the Russians out here at Fit practicing for the event. They're here since I think like last Friday or something like that. So it's been fun out here. College and pro, man, that's a good question. I would think a lot, some brains. Yeah, I would think they would have it pretty good, you know. But yeah, so we've had the Russians, and they ran I don't even know. It's like a modified Europe layout over the weekend, and then the past 2 days we've had some on the actual layout, which for once, this is the first time in a long time that I looked at a layout and didn't instantly hate it. Like, I have hope. I have hope for once for a layout. Yeah, and filming it, the last 2 days. So last night was more like, it was tough because it was night, but there was action down the tapes. Right. Yeah. Super standard. No crazy middle, nothing in the middle, really blocking everything off. Important snake, the Cobra, the tall tower that connects the snake beams in the corner. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a bunker. Yep. Yep, the Doritos are wild. Chavi's been running down those. Carsliv's been running down those. Had a lot of cool Dorito action the past couple days on it. Yeah, loading the snake though, and yeah, the center is not super strong, which hasn't been ideal for the Russians, but I mean they adapt, and they're still very good at paintball, so definitely some good off the break shots though. But there was one point yesterday, and I think they were playing with like just one pod, but it broke down and ended up being like an 11-minute point in practice. It was like 5-on-5. I think everyone had shot their pod, and then everyone was just sitting there, like, I don't know, just no one wanted to do anything, and so the the Russians ended up just blowing the buzzer. They're like, all right, this is silly. The whole match would almost be over by now. Let's do something productive. And I think after that they added a couple pods to it, but yeah. So the Russians played. I think the Russians got some practice in, and then played 10 points versus Fit today. And then Fit got a couple more points in afterwards. So it was a pretty good day. Just super hot today. We're out there cooking. But it still seems to be pretty good. I mean, everything for me depends on how big the end zones are. I think there'd definitely be some cool shots as long as we get big end zones, so we can back up and not get absolutely torched. But that's always the case. Like, Ohio would have been great if we could have gotten back far and shot behind that delta, shooting through the middle. That was a super active area. Cool shots through there, but couldn't go back far enough. That Ohio field was so small. That was such a bummer, because there's such a huge walkway behind the pro field. And I was like, yo, you could take off like 20 feet of that, and there'd still be plenty of room for everyone to roam around back there. Yo, and how about this football game tonight? The Cowboys and the Eagles starting off like a Diesel versus Aftershock match with a little Hawk Tua going on, with the Eagles' best defensive player getting kicked out for the game because he decided he wanted to spit on Dak Prescott. That's some wild shit. Like, I mean, even at the highest level of the biggest pro sports, they can't hold their tempers, which is, I just want to know what Dak said that would get him that pissed. I don't see Dak as someone coming out talking like mad trash, drugs and bad person, right? I mean, it does feel very on brand for Philly. Not everyone, not many fan bases throw batteries at Santa, but we know one. Your mama joke, right? How'd they deal with the D side? So there's definitely a lot of shots for it off the break, but they just get in there and get to it. Let me see if I can find something to look at. Well, yeah, it was like a lot of getting to the can and then releasing. Call out breakdowns. I mean, race to the D50 for sure. For sure. Yeah, there's a lot to be done on that Dorito side. But it's a lot of cross shots too. So, I mean, maybe we don't need, well, that's the problem with the Dorito side at the events though, is because they have the VIP side usually on the Dorito side, so there's not much sideline there. But there's definitely some great cross shots from that Dorito side. Oh, we got the Plano Tortilla Factory bunker as the snake corner. I wonder if they're going to have a booth or if they're just pumping the actual restaurant, because they hadn't had the actual restaurant open for a little while, the Plano Tortilla Factory, but they're bringing the tent out to Paintball Fit and the NXL. It was there last year, and man, if you get a chance, definitely eat some Plano Tortilla Factory. I'd always get the steak quesadilla, and it was so good. Truck in the parking lot. Heck yeah, that's the way. It's the way to sell tacos. Ooh, Hanzo, what's up, brother, man? Hope you and the fam are well. But man, I don't know. I mean, you have a better time sitting in the Cobra the whole time. I feel like. Yeah, way better time sitting in the Cobra. Yeah, because when you get a steak quesadilla from there, it's like it's like a whole steak in there. Oh, it's so good. Salsas are good. Highly recommended. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. What day is it? Today's Thursday. Okay, sorry. I was. Excuse me. Once these things hit, I have no idea. Like, it just goes so fast. It's like, I'll blink and it'll be time to get out there. But it's nice having a home event though, where I can sleep in my own bed and drive my own car. Just makes things so much easier, especially gear wise too, for bringing the things I want to bring with. Right? Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy, but no, it was it's a pretty good layout. I like it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We didn't see anything too crazy breakout wise normally. Yeah, I know, right? Now you're just like, hey, bring it back. Bring it back Philly way. I guess Atlantic City is kind of close, but I wouldn't want to drive to Atlantic City and back every night if I was in Philly. Yeah, that's the fun part. Yep. Yep. So that's why Mark was able to get a Plano Tortilla Factory bunker, because he was no longer paying Mouse and Kyle and Silos. So now they have a sweet green tall Aztec in the snake corner with the Plano Tortilla Factory branding. but I'm happy that I can actually recommend that, you know. Definitely a fan. Like, man, so it used to be, darn it, what was Brian's dad's barbecue trailer name that he used to bring out there? Was it Up in Smoke? Up in Smoke Barbecue? Dang, I miss that, man. That was good stuff. Oh man, a brisket grilled cheese, dude. He used to have, oh, that was so good. I was always happy when Brian's dad brought out the barbecue trailer. But yeah, when I see like Plano Tortilla Factory, I'm excited at events. It's nice to have good food options instead of just, you know, random food truck. I mean, Dilly Dilly donuts are always nice, but you can only eat so many donuts. God, dude, yeah, that was so good. Oh, I want a brisket grilled cheese. Ohio food. Those people are crazy, some brains. Freaking cinnamon in their sweet ass chili. Blech. Oh my God. Dude, Julio's truck. I don't even know what Julio was giving me half of the time. It was just huge plates. So much food, but gosh dang, it was really good. Oh my gosh. And the drink, I forget what the drink was. It's just like sweet and delicious. Oh, dang it, man. Julio, that crazy ass. I miss Julio, dude. That was one of the homies, bro. I don't know. And his wife, dude, his wife makes cakes. Oh my gosh. They're so good. He brought us like an almond cake one time. Whew, unbelievable. It was definitely high fructose meth. And it was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, on a super hot day, you know, get some of that sugary goodness to get you going. Touchdown Eagles. Saquon. Oh, and they're fighting again. (20-17). Wow, he knew how to navigate that well. Sucker for some amazing tea. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I've been trying not to drink so much sweet tea, you know, trying to cut out sugar a little bit more, which is hard, dude. Gosh dang, sugar is so good. Sugar is actually crack, man. Like, it's hard. Like when I have my coffee, I drink black coffee as opposed to adding a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, yeah, it was way too high today. Some brains. They had Carter way too fired up. Take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. But yeah, so wait, that's how you feel about beer, dude? So I've been pretty good about the beer myself. I guess it'll be 2 months tomorrow. I haven't had a beer since July 5th. So, and I love beer, but I don't know. I just woke up and I was just kind of bored of it that day, and I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. And we've been doing really good. Like the first week was really hard though, because that first week I was like, man, like I was craving sugar so bad that first week because, you know, beer turns into sugar. So like at night I was like, yo, where's the cookies? Where's the brownies? I was a little fiend that first week, but after that first week, it's been pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I just was like, all right. And it's so expensive these days. That's the biggest problem. Beer is gosh darn expensive these days, man. It's like at the store, it's like $2 a beer for like a regular ass beer. Like 20 plus bucks for a 12 pack. $30 stone, still 20 bones. Word. Yeah, but it's like $20 for 12 pack of teas or Modelo's or whatever. I had to grab a little iced coffee. Speaking of coffee, on the way home from practice today, I was like, oh my gosh, it was hot. Yo, what's up, Kenny? Yes, sir. Indeed. They've been throwing blows with the Russians through the weekend, and then once the layout dropped. So no, so Saturday we got some crazy rain, and they had started early, so they got some points in, and I showed up probably 9 something, and I got to watch a couple points, but not too many, and they ended up calling it because it started just downpouring, and college football just started, so we went and just watched Texas versus Ohio State, which was a very boring game, by the way. Like, oh my God, like for as hyped as that game was, it's like defenses were so good. And they did their draft. They did their fantasy draft that afternoon. But Sunday they played again, and it was supposed to rain, so they waited till like noon. So they started at noon. I was looking around. I was like, where's J-Rab? And J-Rab wasn't there. So I messaged him. I was like, where you at? And yeah, I don't know. I guess J-Rab had some sick food poisoning. So he wasn't there Sunday, but I talked to him today. He said he's feeling a lot better. Excuse me. That's the thing about food poisoning, though. Like in that moment, it's the worst thing ever because it just feels like you're going to die. And you're like, I just want this to be over, but you know, usually in 24 hours, it's all taken care of. Yeah, so that was El Mexicano Grill. That's not they usually go to the downtown location, but we went to that one because they knew it's always less packed. But yeah, what a dud of a game that was. I was so bored, man. I was like, well, yeah, oh my gosh. Kenny, I saw a clip today, I think on Facebook or something, and it was showing the competition that Arch was playing in high school. And it was just some dude running for him, and he was just like so slow. It was comical. It was so good. So I don't know. We'll see if he's actually good, because the rest of the team of Texas I think they're pretty stacked. I know they paid a ton of money for it, but like, we'll see how good Arch actually is. I don't know. I mean, that was a big game for the first game. It would have been, I feel it would have been way more to their benefit had they just gone to like started the season with a gimme game, right? Just get one of them schools that comes in, collects the check. You know, you beat 60-7 or whatever. Get him warmed up, get his confidence up. But going into Ohio State in your first game, whew, that was a tall ask. So we'll see if he can get it going out there. I don't know. They played it so conservative too. He didn't take any shots really. Yeah, I don't know. It was just so boring. But now I think they have a couple gimme games. I think they have like 3 gimme games until they go to Florida, and that would be their next tough one. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, San Jose State is next at home. Easy. And then San Jose State, UTEP, home. Sam Houston State, is that who that is? Yeah, Sam Houston State. And then the week 5 bye, and then on October 4th they play Florida. Dang, and then Oklahoma's the next weekend, 10-11. That's exciting. I mean, that's always exciting, but I mean, OU looks pretty good. That Mateer looked really good. Yeah, they sure did, Kenny. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, we were talking about that. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Right? Yeah. Can the Manning legacy continue? I don't know. I did see some of that Manning face in them. You know, dude, they can't escape the Manning face. We got some Manning faces. They were not winning. All right. I got some clips from this weekend. I need to get it so I'm streaming from my MacBook so I can show more clips and stuff and like the unedited stuff on the timelines. But this week snuck up on me so quick with the layout and stuff. So let's see if we can switch this over. Yeah, around week 6 for sure. So this was Stu versus Malloy in the Snake. So Stu actually did shoot him there when he said get out. Man, it's so hard to get slow-mo at Nightball because you can only do 60 frames a second, really. Because there's not enough light. I know I can't find that exact frame. But yeah, it blew off his tank. In the moment, I did see this one too. I was like, yeah, Stu definitely shot him there. But here, this one's from... This one's from Sunday, and this one's pretty wild. Dude, Karslev is just insane. And then watch this. Boom. Just pulls up and ear holes him. Which is wild. Oops. Yeah, so they trade, and they're going to go slap hands, and then Kirill runs through, and boom, ear holes Trenton. And then he shoots Doc in the Delta. Trenton was not happy here, I tell you what. And I feel like you usually don't see that from Kirill. I forget what he said. Trenton was like, he won't even look at me. He knows what he did. Oh yeah, don't be trying. Don't be trying to pull nothing. The camera tells all the truths. Yeah, I was thinking about this though. I was thinking about my time on the field actively watching paintball and like watching for people to get hit. And I was thinking, man, I must have probably more time than any ref ever has actually on the field officiating, just because the sheer amount of time I've spent out there filming. So in theory, I could take a pay cut and go ref. But that's also the nice thing too, is I have I can confirm my calls when I get home. 'Cause I don't like to call a lot, like when I'm looking at the little screen. But then when I can get home, I can slow it down. Then I know I'm like, oh yeah, I got that call. Easy peasy. I definitely have a lot of hours. Ooh, interesting. Interesting, some brains. I would like to see that. Yeah, that could definitely be some interesting stuff. So, like, Karslev is crazy athletic. Dude's just jumping out there. Dude, he's always diving crazy high and stuff. Like, I don't know. He's fun to watch, though. And him and Xavi battling all the time. Those are some super good battles. Yeah, so Xavi hadn't made it back from Europe in time, unfortunately. So he didn't get to play this weekend. But oh gosh, yeah, in Europe finished. It was weird because we had the stream last week when we had 2 days of the Nations Cup, or I guess the Nations Cup had finished by the time we were on. So then the pros is pretty good with Breakout Spa winning. That was a good final game. I don't know. I thought attrition was going to do it. They were playing so good with Tom Guest. So yeah, hopefully they come over. Breakout Spa comes over for Cup though. I know they've turned it down before, but hopefully this time they head on over and get their butts whooped. But I mean, it's like a free top 8. Free top 8 for sure. Yeah, that was a real good one. But I don't know. I'm just starting to get pretty excited for next weekend. Like, cause it'll be hot, but not like I thought it was gonna be. It's just been such a mild summer. Like, 'cause this is where we'll be at. These are the days. That's not, for a lot of people, it'll be very hot. But not that hot. True. Because they I mean, right. Yeah, that's very important, some brains. They usually are dealt a huge blow because they usually have a great player and some additional coaching. So Spa had Skinny Kevin was coaching, I believe, and Chris Shear was playing with and playing well. So that's losing a pretty big weapon and mind as well, which is always a bummer. I don't know. Maybe we should just let U.S. teams go over and then take the top European team. I don't know what the solution is, but they should want to play against the best. I feel like, I don't know why you would want to limit it and be like, oh yeah, we won, but we know that if we played any actual real team, right, from 4 pods. Gosh, 4 pods is so good. 4 pods is so good. Well, I feel that the Nations Cup is the real World Cup, right? Yeah, the Nations Cup is definitely the actual World Cup, and then we call, it's always been called World Cup, but yeah, the Nations Cup is actually the World Cup. But yeah, it's wild because we're trying to come up with all these ideas of what to do and how to make the game more watchable and all this stuff. And I don't know. I think there's some easy ways to do it, and I think 4 pods is a pretty sweet spot. You just load up and get it. Oh man, there's a point. I think it came down to a 1v1. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, and it was Chavi versus Malloy, and it'd been a decently long point, and Chavi was just hammering at Malloy, and Malloy's like, "What? How many pods did he have?" He's talking in Russian. It was hilarious, and Chavi's like, "Wait, what the heck is he saying?" And then I think Malloy ended up winning it, but yeah, Chavi just put so much pressure. Malloy's like, "How many pods did he have?" And Chavi definitely only had one. But it was it was really funny. Yeah, his mama some brains. Cindy Mendoza Franz. Yep. Yeah, so he put Marky, or I think he put Mendoza on his jersey. Yeah, his mama. But I mean, what are the rules? I don't know what the rules are for that stuff, but like, could Bill play for Mexico if he wanted to? Because my little boy, he's a quarter Mexican, so can he play for Mexico if you wanted to? But I mean, if Bill wants to play paintball, watch out. That's all I got to say. He'll be so good. Citizenship, right. Is that that's what it is? No, I don't even think that's what it is for the Olympics. Let's see. Okay, never mind. I guess it is. Yep, right. Yeah, so citizenship is required for the Olympics. Athletes with dual citizenship can choose which nation to represent. Athletes can only change the country they represent after a 3-year waiting period since their last international competition for their former country. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I mean, it should probably be like that. But I mean, it did get it to be way more exciting because Mexico was able to have such a stacked team. I know Arturo takes a lot of pride in that, so that's cool stuff. I mean, it was really cool to see Canada go over there though and have a super strong showing as well with the Sea Dogs boys and Chong and Tom, and get a couple Impact boys too. Oh, Canada's got Canada's got a squad. If you got full commitment from those who could play over there. Let's see. Is this still halftime of this game or what? Suppose so. Right. Yeah, a lot of talent in the MXL. Heck yeah. I've never made it down to one of those, but I know Chavi always has a real good time every time he goes down. I know Jacob's gone down a couple times. I know Logan goes down there too. One of these days. I would love to. Waffle House at 3 a.m. I mean, did you really go to Waffle House if you don't see some of the waiters and the chefs fighting? That's half the joy of going to Waffle House. First player on defending Super Bowl champion ejected in the season opener. That's what I want to be known for. Let me get that. Let me be known for that. Right. And I do love the severity of weather tracker using Waffle House on if, they come out with a limited menu or whatever it is. It's a important tracker and metric, I feel like. It gives you a real scale of how scary things are going to be. Right. Yeah, you can get paid millions of dollars and still go out and spit on somebody. Yeah, what Justin said. Do what Justin said. Press that like button. I guess Carter's still on a rookie deal. $21.8 million fully guaranteed rookie contract. Oh, never mind. He signed a new deal, huh? He signed an extension, it looks like. All right, so on the questions I had this week, Shelda asked, what are some lanes for media for Texas? And I think, down the snake, down the Doritos, there should be some decent heads up action. And then, of course, there's a lot of shots from the Dorito side, crossfield shots from the Dorito side. So, I mean, that goes back with the snake side as well. But I don't know, hopefully diving into what I would call the God that's connected to the snake. There should be some sick dives into there as well. It should be some people trying to make it up that way. So some athletic or not so athletic dives into that area will be great. It would be the ideal positioning for photos. Right. So that's why I'm hoping for a big field, because I would like to get back behind and shoot some of those, because I think there could be some really cool stuff. Yeah, I want to get behind the Dorito can and shoot back crossfield towards the Snakeside can. I think that would be a hot zone with lots of action. I would very much enjoy shooting that way. But that's always the problem, is how big is the field going to be? Because I know they have the netting and the poles for it, and I know that at Audubon Park in Garland, there's plenty of room. Oh, yes, they are doing the 3v3 on that layout. Good point. I wonder, because the last one had that super strong center. Man, because I hated that layout so much, but 3v3 on that layout was very exciting. Way more exciting on a full-size field than the ESPN little field. Oh man, yeah. If you try to run in the 3v3, you're gonna get smoked. That Dorito side for the 3v3 will be very interesting. Yeah, so Thursday we'll have the 3v3 again. I don't know if all teams are playing it this time. I know Uprising and Leverage didn't play it last time, and I don't think they're signed up on it this time. I don't know if that's like I don't know what the deal is with that. They're not on it right now, but maybe they will. Yeah. Definitely an injury thing. I talked to Jimmy Hickey, their owner, and he just didn't think it'd be that beneficial. Yeah, but even on in the Pro X Ball one, Arsenal, Impact, Leverage, Ironman, NYX, Uprising, and Damage are all pending paid, and that's regular Pro X Ball. But I guess Impact doesn't matter because Bart's like, whatever. Bart's like, I'm paid, okay? Yeah, Bart and Dave, right? They're just like, yeah, we're paid. Right. Teams do get to choose if they want to. So I do think there's benefits to it for sure. It could make a long day if you do well. But getting to play on the actual layout, see how it's set up, see how the shots are different from, how you had it set up at home. I think there's a lot of benefits to that. Right, yeah. Kenny and the boys coming in hot. Right, yeah, that's the thing, because it will be hot too. But then, like, teams like the Russians were just playing some of their second line guys, which got them, valuable playtime against top level players. But I mean, the Russians were playing everyone so far this weekend and week. They use everything they have, and they're getting everyone playtime for sure. But no Sergey for them is definitely a big hit. So they've been, inserting, like in Ohio, they had Smotrov playing up the middle, and dude, Smotrov's sick, man. Smotrov's nasty. Right, right. So it's interesting though. Like, so the Russians will play a super strict, limited amount of points per days of practice. Like today, it was they wanted to play 10 points only versus fit, like a strict 10. And then I think the rest of the weekend it's like 20 or something, maybe 25 on the weekend or something like that. But yeah, they get their reps, and they kind of know what they want to do. So kind of interesting to see. Because like Fit will play the Russians, and then they'll play some of the divisional teams. So that's beneficial still for Fit, as they get more reps on the layout, and then helps the divisional teams that play at Fit to help them learn and get some really good looks. So it'll be like Beefy Boys and Shut Up, we're trying. I'm hoping we'll have a good placing out here. Always good for the home teams to have a good run. I mean, Beefy definitely did last year in Texas, jumping up to D2 and getting second. So right, exactly. But they had Alexi and Coach Gray out here. Well, I mean, obviously they have a good understanding of the layout. It's fun to watch because they can all play all over. I just really like watching Malloy because he's just a wild card. Like you don't know where they'll throw Malloy anywhere, and he'll do well. But yeah, no, I'm excited. So I don't know if I'll do a live next week, or I'll have to figure it out. Because it'll be after the 3v3. I don't know about Thursday. That's all. I'll have to play it by ear. I'll have to see what day looks good. I'm always so tired. But we'll have to see if there's any possibility to do one next week. But yeah, I'm gonna have kind of a short one tonight. Some of the kids are still up, so I'm gonna go help with that. Just run it as a live while I'm out there. Yeah. I can't do it on the pro field, but I could do it off the field. Maybe I'll pop it up on Instagram or TikTok or something. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go help with the children's now. Appreciate y'all as always coming in and chatting with me and bullshitting. But yeah, I'm really excited for Texas. Layout looks great. Weather's looking hot but bearable. So it should be a pretty darn good tournament. Excuse me. As long as everyone doesn't decide to spit. Oh, Kenny. Nice, man. Hell yeah. All right. Peace, y'all. I'm going to go help out. How do I stop this thing? I always forget.